I'm Dylan DeGagny, and this is my informative speech. This is Radar. He's my teddy bear. I'm showing you him because I had no idea what to write about before, and I was looking at him and I was like, well, we have stuffed animals, we have these teddy bears, and I have no idea why we're called teddy bears, why they're called teddy bears, why we have stuffed animals so popular. And so I figured I'd learn. So I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that the development of stuffed animals, mass-produced stuffed animals, was in the late 1800s, and the growth of the popularity of them grew in the late 1800s to the early 1900s. And then Teddy Roosevelt had a hunting trip in 1902 that really was the inspiration for the idea of a teddy bear and the stuffed animal based on Teddy Roosevelt's hunting trip. And now teddy bears are extremely culturally significant, and they're all over the place today. So according to ZooFactory.com, handmade stuffed toys had been made for years, and they were just made by peasants and mothers and women, and I guess some men made them too, but mostly the mothers made stuffed animals by hand. And this dated back to rag dolls in 300 BC in Rome. They were even wrapped, they stuffed them with straw and wrapped in just rags and cloth. And then Margaret Steiff in Germany started the mass production of a stuffed elephant in 1880, and that really blew up and became extremely popular all over the world. And this led, and the growth of the stuffed animal industry led to anything being an inspiration for a different toy or stuffed animal if you looked at it the right way. So this takes me to November 14th, 1902. Teddy Roosevelt went on a hunting trip. This is according to the Smithsonian Museum, an article called "The History of the Teddy Bear from Wet and Angry to Soft and Cuddly," published on December 21st, 2012. Teddy Roosevelt went on a hunting trip with the Mississippi Governor Andrew H. Longino, and they were out killing bears in Mississippi, and everybody had kind of seen and killed a bear during this trip, except for Teddy Roosevelt. So a couple of them found a bear, and they were able to tie him up, and they tied him up to a tree and cornered him, and they wanted Teddy Roosevelt to be the one to kill him, and he said, "No, this is not fair. This is unsportsmanlike, and I don't want this to be how I kill my first bear on this trip. So, kill him and put him out of his misery, but I'm not gonna shoot him. This is not one of my kills." And he refused to kill him and said it was completely unsportsmanlike. And this made huge news all over the country because Teddy Roosevelt was known as a big game hunter, and he was known for killing bears and moose and all kinds of big animals. So the fact that he refused to kill a bear made big news. And Clifford Berryman published a political cartoon depicting Teddy Roosevelt's refusal to kill a bear in the Washington Post, and everybody that got the Post saw it, including Marcus Mictum, who made Teddy's bear. He saw the cartoon, and he had the idea that this could be a stuffed animal and it could be Teddy's bear, and he made a bear, and it became extremely popular, and everybody wanted one. So he wrote to the White House, and just to make sure he could use Teddy Roosevelt's name, Teddy Roosevelt completely signed off, and the rest is history. Now it's an extremely popular toy among all kinds of kids, among pop culture, TV, movies, shows. Teddy bears are all over the place, especially when referring to children or childhood. And it was inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame in 1998 with its first class of inductees. And This could be seen on the website, which is not dated, but I accessed it this afternoon, and it's updated relatively frequently. Build-A-Bear's 2018 financial report showed that they had $326.3 million worth of income in net income in 2018. This was their financial report, which was signed in April 18th, 2019, and it represented their fiscal year which lasted till February 2nd, 2019. And Build-A-Bear is just one of many toy companies that create teddy bears and sell teddy bears, but they're one of the biggest ones, and $326.3 million is a lot of money going to the teddy bear industry. So to summarize, stuffed animals popularity increased with the availability to mass produce them in 1880, and then Teddy Roosevelt's hunting trip led to the inspiration for Teddy's Bear, which is now a pop culture phenomenon all over the place, representing childhood. And most TV shows, if a child is shown, they have a teddy bear or some kind of teddy bear. So next time you have a question about what to write about or what to talk about, just ask your teddy bear, because they might know the answer.